too early. We had a presentation of 45 minutes from these guys, so we don't have any idea. So I really can't give any direction on whether we'd be interested or not. But certainly we can look at it and see what the benefits are for the town. Come on.
I'm not saying I would be doing that cover trip. I'm not saying I would. It's a unique opportunity. I did have the benefit of Brian's presentation. He had different ideas, but they weren't planned. They were ideas. So I think that if the Hillview Commission is willing to take a look at it, we'll see if some of those things can be fleshed out a little more and there's a viable use and add value to the community and to the enterprise fund. I think it's worth pursuing. I think that's the purpose of this process and the purpose of the community.
Thank you.
So if I could sum it up, I would say that the board is interested in looking into it, but at this point we have no commitment on whether the board we haven't purchasing or not until there's more of a person.
I think we're on the same, I think the commission is the same.
Okay,
like the board.
That's what I was trying to do earlier.
But we wanted to make sure that, we were aware that it had not yet been presented to the board. There was no presentation. Again, timing was an issue as far as what was happening. And before we went forward or even took a look at it, certainly wanted to come before the board and say, what do you think? And you told us what you thought, I think.
I think it may have come a lot beneficial to the board if we had had that presentation, but I understand because of the timing that we didn't, but we had had it also.
I dare say if you had the presentation, you'd probably be in the same position you're in right now.
Because I want to know what you guys think about it. Okay, well, unless you gentlemen have any questions, I want to thank you for coming, and I'm sure we'll be talking again.
In the not too distant future.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I just give it to me? I will.
I move to approve the December 3rd, 2001 regular and executive session minutes as written.
It's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 7th, 2001 amended session minutes as written.
Second. Motion made in second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Thank you. One abstention.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 17th, 2001 regular and executive session minutes as written.
Motion made in second. Any second? Second. Motion made in second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 0. Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have correspondence. Anybody would like to see anything? Submit to Linda. Any Linda would like to see anything? Anybody want to see it? Okay, next we have legal bills for November 2001.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve legal bill for November 2001 in the amount of $3,560.45 as follows. Copeland and Page, General, $2,447.95. Copeland and Page, Labor, $1,112.50, for a total of $3,560.45.
Motion made, do we have a second? Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 0. Okay, we're gonna move up to number 8. Which are appointments and reappointments. I'm sorry. I meant to go to number 9. Go to number 9.
No, I'm here on the,
Are you here on that also?
well, if I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, number 9. We're gonna go to number 9, which is the review detail constable appointment policy that's in the Board of Selectmen's policy book. Mr. Younger?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. In discussions I've had earlier with the chief of police regarding the appointment policy, there's a number of things in the policy which have not, no longer been implemented by the police department for various reasons. And we do have an appointment to the gentleman who's just being appointed. And prior to his appointment, we have to have these things officially changed because they're technically no longer a part of the policy. The policy goes back to 1980. And there's certain items here that they, for legitimate reasons, do not do any further. And I can just review them with the board, and then you can chime in where they may be. One is, obviously, we do have a physical examination by a physician, but they do not, the town does not do a physical condition test of the administrative and operating police department.
That's correct. I don't think we've ever done that.
Secondly, if you go to the next page, under training, the chief does not allow the constable to utilize shotguns. And they no longer use 38 caliber revolvers in the lot. So to make this agreeable with the current policies, you would have to change from them getting a passing grade on revolver and shotgun courses to a passing grade on the handgun courses recommended by the National Justice Training Council. That would coincide with the chief's policy.
That's correct. This policy, like you said, goes back 1980.
That's right.
And at that time, we used to utilize the specials to augment the police department. So they needed that type of training if they were going to carry shotguns. But I haven't allowed the specials to carry shotguns in years, and that's not part of the responsibility. We don't even use the specials to augment the department now. So I think the policy, that part of the policy should be changed. And we go back, as far as the firearms concerned, they no longer carry the 38s. It's the 9mm now that they carry. They have to qualify.
So, Mr. Chairman, we would be, for equipment, we'd also be changing the policy from saying a 38 caliber police special be approved by the North Reading Police Department. To be changed to the 11 would be approved by the police chief.
Right.
This would just bring everything in line with the chief's current policies now.
That's correct.
Do you have any questions from the board? Mr. Ross?
The physical exam, who gives the physical exam? Our doctor?
It's their doctor that we currently request a report from their doctor whether to see if they're physically fit to perform the duties of a police officer. So we get that in writing also.
Any questions from the audience? Okay, Mr. Mulder, you have a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to amend and reaffirm Board of Selectmen's Policy 3.3, Police Constable Appointments.
Motion made, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, I'll now go to appointments and reappointments. Okay, we've had a request from the Historic District Commission to have two alternates appointed to the Historic District Commission. I spoke with the chairman of the Historic District Commission, and his reasoning for this was that I guess they do have quite a bit of work on their plate. These would be non-voting members. It would be to help out the Historic District Commission, and should they have a resignation, it would possibly be someone who could be appointed and would already be into the system and know the workings of it. I did make it perfectly clear with the chairman that an associate member would not automatically be appointed. It is not an automatic step up to the Historic District Commission just because you're an associate member. The chairman has submitted two names, and the committee did meet, and they unanimously recommended two people for the appointment, Mr. Don Bornstein and Ms. Carol Dingham is their recommendation. We do all of our appointments now on a roll call vote. Yes?
Mr. Chairman, I assume you're saying associate member to differ from an alternate.
I'm sorry.
No, there's a difference here because
Yes. I'm
an
sorry.
alternate member is allowed to vote.
I'm sorry, it's an associate member, it's not an alternate.
Associate members do not vote.
I used the wrong term. Thank you, Mr. Young.
No, I'm sorry.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, why are we doing associate members and not alternate members?
Because speaking with Mr. Solomon, he was not looking for voting members, is the impression that I had. He was not looking to add two voting members.
Well, in his correspondence, I'm not trying to be a
Yep.
pain in the neck.
No, go ahead.
In his correspondence, he says regarding appointment of two associate or alternate members. So are we appointing associate members or alternate members? And as Mr. Younger points out, the alternate members do have the right to vote.
Right.
And that would, in the event that the regular membership was not there, an alternate could serve to achieve a quorum, et cetera. And I know in other boards and committees, and commissions, that's sometimes been an issue. So why are we, I thought
The only answer I can give you that is to that, and unfortunately, he's not here. I believe he is out of town today, because I did talk to him today. He was not looking for voting members. That's what he told me.
Well, I have a couple of questions. One that to go along with that. Also, we did get correspondence here, and this was an agreement between, at the time, it was Mr. O'Leary and Mr. Younger. I have no information as to how they arrived at this agreement, what their reasons for, why they need the associate members or whatever. Plus, the other thing is the recommendations that I'd like to know. I went through the applications from that were put before us, and I'm not sure I understand why they are recommending these two people over the other people.